What's up, YouTube, and welcome to KangBrosTV. Liverpool 4, West Ham 1. Easy as that. The Hammers got hammered, as one of my friends said. Was it as easy as that, do you think? I mean, initially we thought there was a phase throughout the game where we thought, hold on, what's going on here? But at the end of the day, it's 4-1.
Yeah, I think every it's a Premier League, so every team's going to have a spell.
Yeah.
And you've got to ride the wave, I guess. And then I was a bit nervous at the beginning when we hit the post. I was like, if you get that goal, that game would have been even lighter work.
Yeah.
But if I was a West Ham fan, I'd be pissed. If I travelled all that way, I'd be pissed because I thought
do you reckon you'll be tuning into West Ham TV today? How do you reckon it'll go down today?
I'll have a look at those guys on West Ham TV. You know, he always has a pop at Kuyate, and there's one of them was he's fucking shit. He's shit.
Yeah, you got to definitely tune into West Ham TV today. I mean, thing is, West Ham were poor. They were very poor. I mean, the intensity weren't there. I don't know what the game plan actually was because they left Emre so much time on the ball just to dictate what he wanted to do with the ball, really. So I don't know what the plan was.
Yeah, I don't think they looked like they were lost for ideas. And the worst thing is it was the defenders. They look like their defense just looked. I mean, I know it's
slow.
But it's just slow. Yeah, everything they did.
Terrible.
Yeah. It was a poor. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to concentrate on them too much. But
yeah.
from our side of things, it was we're sitting second in the league, and today we look like a team that's second in the league. If you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know that Man United, if they win their game in hand, to go above us. But I just thought today was just like it was such a comfortable, good to watch game, and there was bits in there where it did ebb and flow, but I just enjoyed it. I thought it was just a good watch.
Before the game started, the one thing I was surprised with was the fact that Lovren wasn't in the team. Now, for you said it wasn't much of a surprise. But for me, why did you leave him out? I mean, we don't play again until next Saturday against Newcastle, so we haven't got a game midweek. Lovren's played very well. Why is he not starting with VVD?
I just think they went one up top, didn't they? And I think how Mario was just behind Arnautovic. So I think it was a case of we'll just go Matip pretty much. We're going to have a lot more of the ball, and I guess Matip's better on the ball. And I thought because it was less of a battle, whereas if it was a battle with Andy Carroll, then yeah, you do need. I would have gone with Lovren, but I wasn't surprised, to be honest. I know that Lovren's played well, but these guys have got, Klopp's quite keen to change things around, and it's like, for different personnel, for different types of teams. So I think it made sense. Although, I mean, I've said it before, but Matip, I don't know, it just makes me nervous, man.
Even today, it was a few times today where he made some poor decisions again. I think it was the save that Karius made, a great save, a little flick onto the crossbar. It actually came from an opportunity that Matip had to actually clear it, and he didn't. So, I don't know, we mentioned it before, we touched on it before, that Matip is looking a bit dodgy since the whole arrival of VVD, and today as well. I mean, for me, I would have started Lovren. I don't see the reason why. I know the point you're making, but I think VVD could have been comfortable in this game. Lovren could have been, yeah.
But I guess it's like neither here nor there, really. I mean, Arnautovic actually, to be fair to him, he looks a player. He looked a player today. I know that he had a bit of a tough start life at West Ham, but he looks a player. And he was, to be fair, that little dink was. I was like, oof, that's not bad. And then, as I said, that was a spell that they had in the game when we missed that when we hit the post early on, and then they had a spell, and I was a bit like, oof, this could be tough work, but we rode that storm well. And I thought I was happy with VVD today. I thought he was commanding. He was good on the. The one thing that stuck out today in my mind was when the ball was coming over the top. He was not like rushing out or flying out, making bad decisions. He let the ball come, and it was like first touch, in one touch, pass it out to the fullback, and then we're out. His decision making was good. So yeah, fair play. I mean, shout out to the boys at the back today. Everyone gives the keeper and defence a hard time, me included. I thought Karius was good today, and I thought the defence done well.
Yeah, I agree as well. I think Karius, big save, that one to push on the crossbar. And overall, he had a pretty decent game, and it's good to see a little bit of consistency coming through. I think the confidence will hopefully keep going with that. For me, the where the game was won and lost was through the middle. I mean, there were some players today who had great performances. For me, Milner was standout. Without this guy at the moment, in the last 4 games, he's literally dictated the game in the middle of the park. I don't know if it's just me or if I'm missing something. I mean, what are your thoughts on in the midfield and Milner especially?
I thought Milner was like so good today. And we've said it before, there's another game a couple of weeks ago we watched, and he was, again, just brilliant. And it's just like, again, it's not quick. He's not a very quick, athletic, robust, and going to get about people. I mean, he does get about people, but it's his speed of thought. Everything that he does is 2 touches, and it's quick and it's efficient. It's 2 touches, and I know that everyone's going to say that I get on his back, and I know that everyone's going to say that I'm out of order for doing it. But he had so much time today in that game, so much time. They literally let him have the ball in midfield, and I just wished he was just get the ball, fizz it out in 2 touches, get it, move it in 2 touches, just quicker, the tempo, and that would have, and especially at that time when it was 0-0, we would have, because he had so much time on the ball. I'm not just singling him out, I'm just saying he did have loads of time, and I just felt that he could have got us playing quicker. That's just my little take on it. But I thought Milner was very, very good today.
When Emery scored, my phone was getting literally whacked out by all my Liverpool fans, mates and stuff like that, saying, jumping on straight on the bandwagon, obviously, because we always dig out Emery, but they're saying, what a beast, what a player. I mean, he got a goal and he got an assist. So, fair play to Emery. At the end of the day, we want the team to win. But just as you mentioned there was a few things. I mean, the goal did come from Emery's mistake. But forget all that. But like you said, for me, he can move the ball quicker. But let's talk about the positives, right, from where we thought. Milner, like we just mentioned, his decision-making is just fantastic at the moment. In pressure situations, that's what it comes down to. He said he hasn't got this. He might not have the speed. He might not have skill and flair, but his decision making at the right time at the moment is perfect. It's come from his experience.
And I think we made a point earlier whilst watching the game was what separates a good player from an average player. At that level, they've all obviously got ability. You don't just slip through the net and get to that level. You've obviously got ability, but I think what separates a good player from an average player is decision making, and what separates a good player from a top player is decision making in pressure situations. But I think Milner separates himself from a cluster of average players. Is that his decision making in the right areas is just spot on. He doesn't try and force something that's not on. If he can tell when there's a bit of situations could escalate into something different, gives away clever fouls, and I think that is what. We do need that. We need an experienced head in that team because a lot of them are young blood. They're like, fiery, like to do that, always go forward, which is fine. But sometimes you need to manage certain situations, and he did that really well today. The other person that really impressed me today was Robbo. I got nothing but praise for the guy. I know that he, if there's an area that he could improve on, is probably the execution of his crosses. I mean, where the position where it ends up, but. The way his energy, just relentless. I thought he was really, really good today as well.
I agree. I think Robert was standout performance again. And like you said, he literally is like an energizer bunny, literally up and down, 88th minute again, crashing into challenges. And the biggest thing that, like you said on Robbo, is his final delivery on a ball. Now he set up was a Sadia's goal, right? He slid that across. Now one of our subscribers called Michael, he always comments, and he's a big subscriber, so big shout out to him again. But he mentioned in one of his comments that this was word for word, he's saying that Robbo delivers crap. Now that's strong words. Now this is a passionate Liverpool fan just like us, though. We always want the best for our team, right? But I don't know. I find it hard to slate Robbo when he's playing so well.
It's hard to slate him, but I do get the point because he needs more assists, because he does get a lot of freedom in that area of the pitch. He does all the hard work to get there, and I think all you can say is we could do him getting a few more assists. Not that we're short of goals, because we are getting goals, which is good. Yeah. But if his delivery, and same for Trent, I'm equally as the same for Trent. I think Trent Alexander-Arnold is a very, very good talent, and he's nailing down that right back spot, right wing back, or whatever you want to call it. He's nailing it down, but he needs to be a bit more clinical, and that was the only thing we always said about Kleiny as well. Great defender, but he could do that when he gets in the final third to have a little bit more quality. So it's nice to see him get an assist today, and I'll be interested to see what Michael's got to say about that, because I think today he did. Obviously, he's got an assist, and there was a couple of times where he did put the balls in the box, and we didn't finish the chances. So hopefully, it's a work in progress, and it's getting better. So I was happy with him today as well. Yeah.
The other one is Ox. Now, for me, when he turns and runs, that is what you need from Ox. I think when he tries something too,
intricate and try finesse, it's not
him. When he's ready, when he's very direct and he spins and runs at him, that's when he's the best. I mean, he had an assist today, and he had another assist that should have been or got missed. But he once again was relentless. In the second half, he was way better. In the
second half was a different player. Yeah. First half, I mean, you made the point. You didn't even know he was playing at one point.
Yeah, up to about 20 minutes, I didn't even know if Ox was actually on the pitch.
But second half, it was much better, and he did stand out in the second half, and it was good to see him get the ball and actually get at people. One quick point I'm going to jump in there is just to say it was really good to see Lallana get a haircut, because that haircut, the one before,
I don't know what that Jesus look. That what he was doing, Joe Allen is finally gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but now when he came on, he looked Rolls Royce when he came on. You know, the little turns and the flicks. It was good to see him back in the side as well.
I think everyone agrees that, you know, when Liverpool are all firing, Lallana needs to be a part of it because he offers so much.
That press, and it's the way he's another one in those tight situations. Man gets a Cruyff turn in there when there's 4 people around him. You're just like, whoa, how have you just done that? Yeah. But that was good to see. Can't really do a video without mentioning them, but the front three.
Boy, it's like every week.
Fire!
Every week. Do you know what I mean? You can't just leave them out. It's like, I know it must be sounding same old for some of the videos, but they're just unplayable sometimes. But I know West Ham was slow and they made it so easy for the players in the midfield to pick up the ball, but the way they were just exchanging, you just can't keep your eye on any of them.
Yeah. And I think what I was listening to earlier, someone would comment, would you have this front three?
Yeah.
Or would you have
the Suarez,
Sturridge, Sterling.
Yeah.
Now, what's your opinion?
Oh, this one. Definitely this one. It's just, I think we touched on it before. It's just the blend they've got. They offer so much more, and it's the way they interchange with each other.
All right. So how about, and same goes to anybody else. I'd love to ask anybody. You've got the front three that we've got now, or you've got Suarez, Sturridge, or Sterling. Put all to one side that they've, the ones that they've left and whatnot. Put that to one side. But if they're firing, who would you have? I'll put that out to the viewers. I'll be really interested to hear what comes back. But me personally, as you probably all know, I'm a big Suarez. Suarez is my guy, yeah, and I'm a big Suarez fan. And I think one of the commentators made a point, and he said something about you'd take Suarez with 2 of them, and he said he'll get rid of Firmino. And then he changed it quickly and he said, no, I'll keep Firmino and I'll get rid of Mane. But, like you said, it's the link up between them, or what one gives, the other one probably doesn't give. Yeah. And when one gives something else, it works. So it'd be interesting. Personally, I'd like to see...
So which 3 would you go for?
I'd go with... if it's 3 for 3, I'd go with the 3 we've got now.
Yeah.
Because it's goals from everywhere, and they're all contributing to assists as well. But if I had to pick my 3, Suarez would be in there.
Yeah, ahead of who? Well, you don't want to say it. That's the thing. You don't even want to say it because you know where he goes, but you just don't want to take him up.
Yeah, to be fair, I'd probably say to get rid of Sadio, and I'd have Suarez, Firmino, and Salah. And I know, but the thing is, I know it's, as I said, what Sadio brings to the table is probably something that probably Suarez doesn't as much. But that's that. If you put me to it, what about you?
Boy, I was keeping quiet. But no, I think this is definitely the one we got now. I wouldn't change any of it because the blend's perfect. I wouldn't even want to mix it up. And I think, like I said, massive Suarez fan, but Firmino, for me, is just so underrated. And I think people are now everywhere starting to, like, you see people like Andy Gray and all these guys who are starting to say, hold on, this guy is, he's different levels.
The one thing I would say on a tactical front, on the tactical side of things, I think the difference, if you watch Liverpool, the gap between the defence, the midfield and the forwards was really close. And I think that was evident to see today. And it was even better to see it against West Ham because they had a massive gap between the midfield and defence. The defence seemed to be real deep when they were defending, and the midfield were about here. So there's a big gap for those forward three just to run into. Did you realise today a lot of them didn't have to do any flicks and turns? They could get the ball and turn and run at them. And I think it shows how we've come along as a team. And that gap between midfield and when we go forward, the gap's very closed. And we're pressing much better. And it shows when you play a team like West Ham today that they were so disjointed. There was no continuity in what they wanted to do, which gave Liverpool loads of space to play into. And again, Van Dijk, game management, keeper and Van Dijk today were very, very good at that.
That's what I was going to touch on, was game management.
On the whole, they were good.
Yeah, because there was a phase, I think it was around 60 minutes, when West Ham got their goal, basically. Yeah. Now, as Liverpool fans, we always shit our pants when it gets to that, because we know sometimes Liverpool teams collapse, right? But do you think today the game management was right? Because there was a stage where we were thinking, hold on a minute, we should have put this game to bed, because you were screaming. You were screaming saying, we need that goal, we need that 4th goal. But...
do you know, there's a player we've got at the moment that's on loan from Juventus that gave the ball away. And I forgot his name. He's a lone player, but he gave the ball away. And at that point, we were sapping the game. We were sapping the life out of them at that point.
Yeah.
Just keep moving the ball.
Yeah.
Just keep moving the ball, and then the game's dead. And there's, as I said, it can always get better. And let's be honest, people. We are still a work in progress. There is things that will change and need to get better, but slowly but surely, we're hopefully going to get there. But game management on the whole was good because there was a game, and I said to you, if we can get to 75 minutes here and just ride this next little wave, we'll be fine. And we just dominated the ball. And that was fine. We shouldn't have given them a goal. It was us being stupid.
Yeah.
But I think on the whole, the game management is getting so much better. We're popping triangles quickly. When we get the ball, everyone spreads out. The pitch becomes massive. Keep the ball. So I think on the whole, it's something that's much better. And the goal could have been avoided, and the game management of that particular situation could have been better.
Yeah.
But I think on the whole, it's something that's much better.
Yeah, I mean the players were doing 1-2 to themselves at one point, and that's exactly what you want to see. Even towards the end, when like my biggest pet hate of Klopp is the subs. Again, he waited until like the
80th minute.
Yeah, 80th or 86th minute, or it was. I just don't get it. I'd love for someone just to comment and just tell me what is the thinking behind Klopp subs, because it just makes no sense to me. Like I said, our next game is in a week's time. We've got nothing in the middle. Take Salah off. Don't risk it. Take Salah off. Take Firmino off. Take Mane off. Just rest the guys. So I don't get it. If someone knows what the thinking behind the subs is, I'd love to know. But yeah, I think the way we manage the game, just suck the life out of the game, that's exactly how to do it. Slanky didn't get a shot on goal, and I prefer that. I prefer them just kill the game completely, and I think that was, for me, a thing that we were seeing a massive progress in there. Right, to wrap things up then in the video, two last points. First one is, who was your man of the match? Milner. I think Milner, he was the one who dictated the game. He was the one in the positions. He was the one who gave these class balls and holding the whole game was measured by Milner for me. I don't know if I haven't seen it correctly, but that's how I saw the game. I agree, and the thing is, we actually hadn't even discussed that, which is interesting. This is the first time we're talking about it. For me, Milner was my man of the match. Yeah. Defensively, he gave us the shield that we've been crying out for. His quality on the ball, and it's just reading the game, breaking up play, giving away clever fouls. When it's up there, but they're breaking on us, give the foul. You can see a foul coming, get the free kick, which was good for me. And before we finish, let's give fans a little taste of what they might see on West Ham TV. So, what do you think of the West Ham's performance today? It's fucking shit. It's fucking shit. Give me the fucking shirt. I look forward to seeing that. But I mean, it was a great day out for us. Our next game is against Newcastle next Saturday. I believe it's at 5:30 at Anfield. So hopefully we can keep the run going. The best feeling is when your team has won and you can just sit back and watch Chelsea versus Man United and just see who drops points there. But it's a great feeling to fit in second place, fully deserved. Like to hear your comments, share and subscribe. Peace.